All right, good morning and welcome to the infamous Rainy River. We have conditions that are a little bit chilly water, 41, 42 degrees is what we're seeing. The river is extremely low, so low water often means that fish are just going to be dispersed. And it can work in favor for an angler because there's not specific spots that you have to fish, right? There's kind of fish anywhere and everywhere, which is nice. But it does change things a little bit. We do have some color to the water, which is nice. What we're gonna be using is the Northland Eye Candy plastics, deep V jigs, any combination of colors. It doesn't really seem to matter. I like more natural colors when water is like this, staying on that natural side. But again, it's the Rainy River. There's not a whole lot to it, so especially with water that's this low. Contrasting this to previous years, like this river, we've seen this river extremely high where you have to be very, very precise in the locations that you fish and where you cast your jig to, but low water, fish are spread out. It should be a fun day. Stick with us, it's gonna be good. Lots of ups and downs right here. So low water this year. Usually this river's about 3 feet higher than it is right now, just with the lack of snow and rain lately. She is low. So a depth that we're gonna target, again, low water, fish disperse. That's a good rule of thumb. High water, high current, it congregates fish in areas. But when it's low like this, they are all spread out. So we're gonna be targeting any depths from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 feet of water. If that sun does poke out, a lot of times in the afternoons, your fish push really shallow. So, and then it's always, again, just kind of pitching jigs around. Low winds right now. I think it's supposed to get a little windier throughout the day, but take advantage of low wind situations, make big casts and drag those baits back to the boat. Another thing is all plastics. Recently, when water temps are 39, 40, live bait can definitely outproduce plastics. But now that, 41, 42, 43 degree water with a little bit of color to it, plastics are starting to work good. But let's get this ball mount down, get spot locked, and make our first couple of casts here and hopefully see a few fish. Pick your poison.
All set.
Eye candy.
Perfect.
All right. So low water like this too, you want to be careful not to use a too heavy of a jig. Again, this is kind of perfect conditions for a 1/4 ounce. If you're using a 3/8 ounce, yes, you're still going to catch fish, but I don't think you'd catch as many because that jig's just going to fall too fast, right? This water is moving very, very slow compared to normal years. So just a 1/4 ounce jig, that eye candy paddle shad, and Corey's hooked up. There you go.
Runt.
Little runt?
Little runt.
Sauger.
First one.
There you go. Boom. That's a good sign, buddy.
Yeah. Start to the day.
That's a good sign. I didn't have my bait in the water yet. The Rainy River is alive. Greenhead. I'm not a huge believer in jig head color when you're fishing plastics. More so I'd be a believer in the plastic color. So this morning we're going to start off with a little purple and silver. This is that paddle shad. And we're going to hook that up. And again, it's all about this hook keeper. If you're using these plastics, you need to have a jig with that hook keeper. So you push that up there as far as you can. And these eye candies, you got to push them a little bit to get them to stay, but then that hook keeper prevents them from falling down. So that's ready to go. Let's make a cast and catch fish. There's a fish.
Hooked up.
That didn't take too long, buddy.
Nice. Need a net or?
I think I can hoist it.
Okay.
Whoa. Another 1/2 inch and you're not hoisting that fish. Right there. That's awesome. First walleye of the morning for me. Couldn't resist the jig in a plastic.
It's a good start.
Beauty. That'd be a good eater.
Yeah, it would.
But again, it's the Rainy River, right? Like you can get away with a lot here. There's no one secret bait or secret lure to use. This is just what I prefer, right? Because I don't have to change this plastic. I can literally catch probably 40 walleyes in this one plastic. So that's what I prefer. That's a good fish. There's bigger ones to come. You never know what you're gonna catch out here. Some days it's big fish, some days it's numbers. You never know, but this body of water has potential for both. So there's a fish. That feels heavy.
Good one?
Whacked it, dude. dead weight. That's what you like to see. You know when you hook those smaller fish, you set the hook and it's like boom, 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 you know, those smaller head shakes. When it's just whoosh, whoosh. It's a bigger fish. This is what we want. This is what we're after.
Feeling good, huh?
Yeah, staying down. Staying down. Feels like a good one.
Goodness, Grant, that one looks good.
Man, that sun pokes out and these fish come alive, hey? Yeah, it's gonna be a good walleye.
Heck yeah.
This is gonna be a good walleye. Just, oh, yeah. Oh, look at that thing. Look at that thing, buddy. Look at that fish. That is magical. Look
Not
at
quite
that.
done yet, is he?
That's a big walleye, dude. Big walleye. Boom!
Look at that.
That's why we come here. That's why we come here. Look at this big lady. Oh, look at that. Boom. That's a heavy fish. Heavy fish.
Jeez,
Heavy
nice work.
fish. That's what the Rainy River is known for. Big mamas like that. That's not uncommon. I mean, what a fish. Heavy. That's a 8-9 pound arm curl there, man. What a
Beautiful.
fish. That's incredible. Wow. Special fish. Let's get her back. Catch another one.
Fun, man.
That's a good fish.
Another one, huh?
Another one. Feels heavy. Give me good head shakes. Give me good head shakes. I took the purple off and I put on that clear kind of, you can almost see right through it. It looks very transparent in the water, but it's got a little bit of a glitter to it. Casted it back and didn't even touch bottom and bam. Just thunked it. Give me a good walleye. Yeah, that's a good fish.
Beauty.
That's a good fish. Boom. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Look at that. Just choked that chick.
Oh,
Man. These
Aggressive
fish are
this morning.
so, it's crazy. But yeah, going sneaky. Going sneaky. If that doesn't look realistic, I don't know what
no
does,
kidding.
hey?
It's a good combo.
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous walleye. So pure, so pretty, huh? What a fish. What a system. It's just catching these fish all day long like that is, it's truly something else. Let's get this one in the water. Catch another one. There she goes. But yeah, right there, that green. I love contrasting colors too. Again, I'm not too convinced color matters that much when there's this many walleyes in this system, but like a contrasting, you know, bright green head to more of a natural colored body. Whether I'm trout fishing, walleye fishing, whatever, having contrasting colors helps it stand out more. So cool. Got her?
Got her.
That's a good fish, buddy.
Yep.
That's a good fish.
Right up on shore too, bud.
That sun pokes out and these fish just, they're a lot shallower than people think, I feel. I wouldn't give you a good couple head shakes right at first.
Yeah, feels decent.
It's a good walleye.
This one.
Very nice walleye.
24?
Yeah, solid. You know, 23-inch fish, but they're just so girthy. Like these fish are all pre-spawn, right? So you get some extreme girths going on. That jig just popped out. Yeah, look at that. Chonky fish.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous walleye.
Cool.
Gorgeous walleye, man. That's fun.
Rainy walleye.
That's fun. Yeah, jigs and plastics.
good hit too.
Get him back in the water. Catch
Cool.
one.
Beauty.
Feels like a better one, Corey. Grab the net.
Another one on, huh?
Ooh, that's a big walleye. That's a big freaking walleye, dude. That's a big one. That's a big one. Like right here at the back of the boat. Look at that fish.
That's so fast.
That's another. That's long. That's a long fish, dude. Look at that walleye. Yeah, that'd be maybe 20. Should get a tape on that, but that's probably pushing 29.
Nice
That's
work.
a big, big walleye right under the boat. Let's grab a tape measure quick. 28 3/4. Yeah, beautiful. 28 3/4. Big, big walleye. That's
Nice work.
That happens so fast.
Yeah, that was right next
It's like
to
you
the
cast out and then work that jig back to the boat and it hits right under the boat, hey? Big, big walleye. That's cool. What a fish. Let's get that one back. Big fish, dude.
Nice work.
Natural. Boom. You want to switch it up?
I think so. It's heating up on that side of the boat. I think it's the only fair thing to do.
I like these natural colored ones. Look at that flake in there, especially with that sun.
It's good looking.
Give it a go. That's like 2 casts for me and 2 fish, so. Big one. That's a big walleye. Big walleye. That's why you come to the range. Yeah, that natural. I don't know if this bait would work that good without sun, but with sun, there's all these purple flakes in it. Ooh, it looks deadly. Yeah, it's a good looking bait. Back out there. All right, you're changing it up. First cast maybe with you?
I don't know.
We'll see.
It's a lot of pressure.
That fish hit right under the boat. That fight time was not very long. It's like you cast out and just slowly working these jigs back to the boat. And again, you never know when you're gonna get bit. It could be right at the start of your cast or right at the very end like that one was, right below the boat. So you always gotta stay ready. That's a good fish.
He's still just slow rolling back too.
Yeah, just kind of slowly bouncing it back. And what we're doing right now is just kind of, I have my trolling motor on level 1.5 right now. So we're just creeping upriver. There's a fish.
Another one.
My drag's still loose from that other fish, from the big one. I got lucky and got that one. Just kind of creeping upriver. And again, everything's just kind of slowed down to how I'd normally fish this river, just with a little bit cooler than normal temps.
That one got some weight to it too? Oh.
No, that's a good eater. But yeah, natural. I mean, that's almost 3 casts for me and 3 fish in a row with this. More of a natural colored plastic on here, so she's working. Beauty. All right, so a little bit in terms of gear, we have 10-pound braided line. Big advocate of braid, increased sensitivity, smaller diameter, so we can make casts. Again, not a ton of current here today, but you know, a thinner diameter line is going to cut through the current better. And then we have a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. That's probably not imperative. I'm sure it may help you catch a couple more fish, but I don't think you necessarily need it, especially when you have some stained water like we have here. But what I do like about that is a little bit more stretch. You know, you braid, obviously no stretch. So I do like a little bit of shock absorption there. And plus, I know for a fact those walleyes can't see your line there. So that's what we're using. Again, just making casts and working these baits slowly back to the boat and catching some walleyes.
This one's not a hoister.
That's a good walleye. Yeah, you're not hoisting that into the boat.
Good look.
Studly fish. There we go.
Bad.
Wow.
The bellies on these things today
aren't they?
just incredible.
And that's what's fun. Again, these are all pre-spawned fish that have not laid their eggs yet. And they live out in Lake of the Woods. They make their migration into the Rainy River here to spawn. That's why they're all here. And yeah, with that, they're big. They will spawn here in the next probably week and a half, 2 weeks. But right now they're pre-spawned fish that are thick. Huh? I mean, that's got some meat on it, right?
Pretty special
that belly is, yeah. You know when you get a big female like that they're full of eggs and ready to go. So what a beauty.
Let's get her back. Let's back and get another one.
There we go. That feels like a heavier fish.
Boom.
I just switched up from the natural and put a bright pink on.
Yeah.
To test the theory, does color really matter? And I think at certain times of the day it may, but part of me thinks it doesn't. If a fish is going to eat, it's going to eat whatever you have down there. This feels like a heavier fish. This feels like a heavier fish. There it is, buddy. That's
a nice one. That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a good walleye. That's a good walleye. Boom.
Beauty.
That's a chunky one, hey?
Yeah.
That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Come here. Spunky. Right there. Look at that. Little bright pink chartreuse combo from Northland, the 1-2 punch. Look at that. Getting a little more aggressive with it. And again, that's just kind of my theory is if you have sun and as the day goes on, these fish are going to push a little bit shallower. You can be a little bit more aggressive in your approach, in the colors you use, in your cadence that you jig that bait back to the boat. Yeah, that's a nice walleye.
Healthy.
Very healthy, and just clobbered that bait. That is cool. Chunky. I mean, just like, they're just wide fish, eh? There you go, buddy. Thank you. But yeah, again, I don't know. I think a lot of times out here color doesn't really matter, but earlier in the day when everything is a little bit cooler, you know, and it's cold out, your water temps are a little bit lower, I think it might, but midday when that sun starts to warm up and things start heating up, I don't know, being bright, standing out, it worked. It worked. Cast back in there. That was right up next to shore, buddy.
Was it?
Yeah, like right up in there, yeah. And our boat's only in, what, 9 feet of water right now, so, you know, I just have more confidence just to keep pushing shallower as that sun heats things up. So we can see we have gravel along the shoreline, some rocks. You know, those rocks will collect some heat too with that sun and as the day goes on. So cool, let's get back at it. There we go.
Another one.
Another one.
That was right under the boat, huh?
Yeah, that was close. Again, just keeping those casts tight to the boat with this wind we're having. It's not a bad walleye. Not a bad walleye, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Rinse and repeat, huh?
Right? Crazy. It's like a 30-mile-an-hour wind gust right now, but look at that.
Windy.
Beautiful, beautiful walleye.
Sneak around here.
It's all, you just gotta, I mean, the key to success, if there really is a key to success, right? I would say it all starts with braided line, and then, you know, next would be a sensitive rod. This is a 7-foot medium Legend X from St. Croix. And then kind of your third key to success is, you know, just adapting with the conditions. Again, if it's calm, if there's no wind, you can cast out, right? You can kind of be aggressive with it, but with wind, keep those casts a little bit shorter, keep that rod tip down. You always need to have a tight line, you know, right directly to your jig, be able to have that feeling, have that sensitivity, and feel everything that's going on down there, right? Because if that wind blows your line out and, you know, a walleye hits, if you don't set that hook in the first 2 seconds, he's gonna let go and, you know, gonna get away. So that's it, you know, but braided line just, you know, it reassures you that you're gonna have extreme sensitivity. There's zero stretch, so you can set that hook hard and drive those hooks home and get that walleye up to the boat. So that's, yeah, that's what we're doing here. And again, it is the Rainy River though. There's not a whole lot you can do wrong because there are so many walleyes in here. But, you know, if you want to have a good day and catch as many fish as possible, just doing little things like that, you know, it makes a big difference. It's already here. That's a nice one.
It's a nice one, yeah.
That's a big walleye.
That was right under the boat.
Right under the boat.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Just upper lip.
Boom.
Hit it good.
Yeah, wind's picking up, but these fish don't care. That is a nice walleye.
Heck yeah.
He said I'm on like 2 to 4 pound walleyes in the system.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. There's big ones too. I mean, there's giants in here, but today we were just seeing a crazy amount of those 2 to 4 pounders.
Pretty consistent, yeah.
That wind's really picked up now, so one tip that I like to do is, you know, make a cast out, and when there's no wind, a lot of times I have my rod tip up high, kind of bouncing that jig back, but with these windy conditions, drop that rod tip because that wind catches your line, and when you don't have a tight line, you're not going to feel these walleyes bite. So drop your rod tip down in windy conditions like these. It just eliminates a lot of the wind bowing out your line. So it just increases your sensitivity and you can feel these walleyes bite. So shorter cast, rod tip low is a way to combat the winds. So, good walleye.
And a good hooded sweatshirt.
Hood's up right now.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
gold.
I put my hood down and it's just a chill just goes right down your spine. It's nice, but yeah, that wind cuts right through you. There's one, buddy.
Another one.
Right under us, too.
Almost back to back, huh?
Yeah,
underneath again.
Exactly, back to back. Yep, just utilizing those shorter casts and keeping your rod tip low. It's all about just a tight line just so you can feel. You always need to feel stuff, right? This one's battling pretty good. And even though we are using 1/4 ounce jigs, typically my general rule of thumb is a 1/4 ounce jig pairs well with a medium light rod, but I'm using medium power rods here just because there's big walleyes here in the Rainy. And that little extra power every now and then is really, really nice, especially when you hook that, you know, 26 plus incher or you hook into an accidental sturgeon. This one's fighting good, man.
So you might be pushing us into the next class here finally, huh?
We'll see.
Looking like it.
We'll see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's about there. That's there.
Getting there, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Nice.
nice fish.
That's definitely bigger.
All right.
Heck
Yeah. Yep. Such chunky. Man, they're ice cold, hey?
Yeah.
These fish are just ice cold.
That's got to be in the 25, 26.
Yeah,
isn't
it's 25. Yeah, big belly on here. Solid 5-pound walleye. Solid 5-pound walleye.
it? Fun.
Man, that same bait just all day long. That's what's nice about these eye candies. Like, you don't need to change the plastics. You could probably catch, we should keep track, probably catch 100 fish on one of these baits.
Pretty impressive.
That's the reward there. A nice springtime April Rainy River walleye.
Heck yeah.
Man, they battle hard. Let's get her back. There she goes. See ya. Got one, buddy?
This one feels
Yeah, you do.
pretty decent.
Your rod's bent there pretty good. Your rod is bent pretty good.
Sun came out and they came alive again,
There's
huh?
something, yes. Like early season like this when that water's so cold, like sun is your friend. And you may think, you know, being in 7, 8, 9, 10 feet of water, you want clouds, you want low light. That is not the case here on the Rainy River. Like, you want sun. It just gets these fish going.
It's pretty crazy.
Throughout the day, it seems like right when those clouds go over the sun, like the bite slows down. If the sun peaks out, it's fish on.
Right. It's pretty decent. It's getting down.
Yes, it is.
Here it comes.
Ooh, that's a nice walleye.
Ooh,
That's a nice walleye. Heck yeah. Look at that fish.
beauty.
Just a solid 24. Wow. What a day. What a day we've had here on the Rainy River. From essentially sun up until now, I mean, just non-stop walleye madness on Northland jigs and plastics. I mean, it's just the old white, eh? Changing up a little bit of colors throughout the day.
Yep.
And I mean, you just stay on them, and I mean, it's just incredible how many fish there are to be caught, how good fishing is, all on jigs and plastics. I mean, it's a recipe for success, and it doesn't get much more fun.
No, fun fishery.
Oh, it's incredible,
Real
incredible. Yeah. Well, let's get that guy back and hit the road home. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.